And
hello!
No, I host this
What?
show.
What do you mean? I have to wait.
No, but I host... Just because... Look, the only reason the mic is facing you is because you're quiet.
Also, because I'm the host of the show.
No, you're not the host
Hello,
of the show.
single viewer.
You be quiet. Maybe my mom and dad listen to this show.
Oh, 2 viewers. Wow.
Listeners.
We've doubled
What are they
since-
viewing? What are they viewing here?
Well,
It is called the Thanks for Watching show, though.
yes.
So, anyways, welcome, folks, to the Thanks for Watching show, episode 2, with your host, Jake, and his friend, not host, Aileen.
Hello.
Say hello, Aileen.
No.
You were supposed to.
I already said it.
You were supposed to say it when I said it. I had this routine worked out, and you ruined it.
What routine?
You're in for a quality show here today, folks.
Indeed.
So let's see. It's been 1 week, and now it's a regular podcast. Isn't that funny? How all it takes is 2 podcasts to have a regular podcast.
Just one.
No, it doesn't, because then it's not regular. You know, it's guaranteed content. And if you're listening today, folks, or just any day, I guess, in general, you will now notice that this podcast is beautifully edited, and by that I mean I slapped 2 instrumental tracks at the beginning and end of the podcast, maybe in the middle if I feel lucky.
Spoilers! At the end? Whoa!
Yeah, sorry to spoil that for you, my 2 listeners, mom and maybe dad. I don't know. So I'll be posting these up somewhere for whoever is interested. But otherwise, what has happened in the last week? This week is finals week, right?
Yes.
Yes, finals week. What finals have you taken so far, Aileen?
Just math.
Just math. Right, and you took that with... No, what do you mean just math? You took one today.
Yeah, that was math.
Oh, okay, but 2 different math.
Yeah, 2 different maths.
Yeah, clarify. You've taken 2 math
Just
finals.
math.
Just math.
It's all the same.
It's all numbers. It's not like it's a different... You know, there's no JavaScript version of numbers. There's no C++. There's no math++. It's just math. It's just math. Math. That makes a pretty shape whenever I... it's a really even shape on this little soundographer, whatever you call this.
Do it again.
Math. It's a quality show. We all have fun. Thanks for viewing, and goodbye. End show. No. So yeah, and I've taken one of the math finals I shared with you, the number theory, and that was on Friday. And today you took another math final in your what math class was that?
Differential equations.
Differential equations. Wow, that sounds fun and a mouthful. I can't believe we can say that unironically. See, that's how you know we have boring lives or we're boring people.
Or very interesting.
Something's wrong with us.
No, something's wrong with everyone else.
No, okay. And then today I took film and media. The math was really my hardest final. And then I have one more final tomorrow for ICS. Unfortunately, that is at 8 a.m. Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
But... Yeah, so
okay, whatever.
What finals do you have left?
I have an 8 a.m. on Wednesday.
Oh,
which is physics.
Which is physics. Oh, wow, that is terrible.
Yeah.
See, my class is, inconsequential and, there's no way I'm not getting an A.
Mm-hmm.
But your class is terrible and, the toughest version of physics. And it's at 8
it is.
in the morning, how has that been going for you, by the way? Not to put you on the spot. Terrible.
Yeah, of course. So I have an A++.
Hey, don't worry. It's not your mother listening to the show. No, but how are you doing in that class?
Pretty good, actually. Yeah, it's actually the best physics class I've taken in terms of,
This is the one everyone, rails on because it's so hard.
I guess it's probably because we took, previous maths.
Oh, I see.
Calculus and stuff already. So it's
just mostly calculus, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Darn
quite
it.
a bit of calculus.
And I took 7E, which has no relatable content to math at all. Oh, that's why people think it's easy, because there's less... The math there is basically just algebra.
Yeah, it's super simple math.
But
compared to this, which is line integrals.
Right,
you remember that from
line
TE,
integrals
right?
and calculus, yeah. Mm-hmm. See, but you're good at that. And we're good at that. Well,
yeah.
I'm not good at that. I did not do well in 2E. But as the listeners know, you know what? We're just gonna call them viewers in honor of the show.
Yes, of course.
Our fans will all be referred to as viewers. Be honest? Last time when you closed the show with it's gonna be the thanks for watching show. Was that on purpose or did
yes,
you?
it was.
No, I don't believe that.
What?
Somehow. I'm not even sure why I asked.
You?
I'm just gonna pretend that you didn't realize it was a podcast or something like that.
Uh-huh.
So tomorrow I have a programming final, which is easy given that all of his tests and finals have been exactly the same. And Aileen took this class a year ago and can attest that he barely changes the tests if he does at all.
Yeah, and the final is basically the second midterm that you take.
Right, and even though he doesn't often post study guides, he emailed us a study guide anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure it's on this site because then that would make. Is it on the site? I don't think so. I didn't think so when I looked at it. I thought it was only the 2 midterms.
Whatever. They're all the same anyways.
Yeah, because all the I think that's policy actually that you can't put your finals online because that would just be bad.
I guess that makes sense, which is why they don't pass back finals after you finish them.
Right. I think that might just be a school-wide thing.
That's interesting. Although students do somehow post finals.
They take extra copies.
Are they sample finals?
Well, what they do is they pocket it in their inner sleeve jacket or something like that. And they're like, I didn't get one. And then they get one that they can actually use in the test. So that way they have one afterwards. We just had some leftover spaghetti because we've been amassing leftovers lately. So, hooray! Also less effort for me. Oh, I didn't get milk.
How dare you?
You know what? I'll be out early tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
probably too early for Starbucks. Unless I get up really early.
It opens 24 hours during finals week.
Oh, both of them?
At least one of them.
At least
if
one
not
of
both.
them. I hope it's both of them because the one in the so we have 2 Starbucks on campus, and no, they're not on opposite ends. They're literally, I would say, less than a quarter of a mile away from each other.
Yeah, they are pretty close together.
Yeah, so it is a 3-minute walk from one to the other. But one is in a secluded corner of the campus, while one is on the main ring where the main office buildings are. And so that one is a pain to go to because it's full of people and the workers there are just kind of angry all the time, like a little bit.
I wouldn't say that.
I would say that. They are doing the best they can because they're Starbucks workers, but
it's super busy.
But
so they're
it's
just
super
stressed.
busy, so they're stressed and they're in a bit of a bad mood, I would say. Let's just say I've never had anyone be like helpful or ever like I don't know. There's just you know it's off from the Starbucks experience because Starbucks workers are like regular Starbucks that aren't populated by college students. Mm-hmm. They have this really high standards for workers. I know that because they require you to work there for like all 4 years if you or the rest of college if you apply there.
Do they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, I see. That's interesting.
It is interesting, but it shows this kind of commitment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a highly sought after. It's in demand job, so they pick from the best. Because it's not like they're just taking your order and they're shoveling fries into your bag. They're making drinks with actual espresso machine. They're baristas. Yeah. Baristos. If you're a guy. Baristos. I don't know how
is that really
or just a barista, like it's or like it's actor and an actress. Like it's barista and then barista.
I think you're just making things up.
Baristo.
Here.
A baristo. Did you know I took Spanish. Longer than you did, that's for sure. No, but anyways. So the point is that the main Starbucks that everyone knows about and that everyone sees passing by is poopy. It's bad. But there's another Starbucks that's hidden in the business school, which is a very new building. Yeah. More or less.
It opened just last year, I think.
Yeah, it was for our listener. That was the building when we first toured here. I'm specifically speaking to my mom and dad at this point. But it's the building that we parked at when we toured. It was this building under construction, and that was that building. It was near completion. It was noisy. I don't know if you remember when we first initially toured here, and I was still in high school. Anyways, the point is that it's fairly new, and I see very little reason for that Starbucks to exist, except for the fact, well, I do see a point, and the point is that it is great. Their service is great. They're fast, even when the line's out the door. Yeah. Because it's small, I guess it'll be always out the door. Mm-hmm. Like, it really is. There's no indoor seating. It really is just like, it's the whole bar and where they make their drinks and the pickup area, and that is it. It's literally a triangle shaped. It's kind of weird. It is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is seriously in a building that is the shape of a right triangle.
I didn't realize
like
that.
It's literally half a room almost.
Yeah, it's...
The point is that it's small, but they still get people through, and they get in with smiles, and they're ready to help, and they're accommodating to orders. Like, I get my orders with half ice, so I'm literally asking for more of the drink. I feel like what should be cheating the system, but they're like, oh yeah, they're happy about it. Although today I ordered an iced caramel macchiato, and no, this is not going to be about some like, oh, they used the wrong milk. Like, bear with me, because this sounds very first world problems, obviously. But I ordered a caramel macchiato. You want to know what they forgot? The caramel.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's because they were training people today. Like, they had the people, like, you can tell because they're in pairs. So, with other, basically they just put in the new people they're about to put on with people who actually know what they're doing with, not with their life. I mean, that's up for debate, but just with the job in general. I wish they kept a tighter rein on this girl because she somehow forgot that caramel goes in the caramel macchiato. And I was watching her, and I had a feeling she's going to, and I thought, man, no, don't, like, have faith in this girl. Like, no one would make that mistake. Mm-hmm. I drink it, no caramel. And again, all this drink is milk and espresso, basically.
And caramel.
And caramel with a little bit of sweetener. And the coffee taste is very strong. It's delicious and I love it, but I would like at least some of the caramel, Mm-hmm. Or just any. So I had to go back, and they assumed I was just asking for more caramel. They're like, "Say when?" And eventually, when I was like, "Just the standard amount," and then it finally clicked with the employee that I asked to help me out that, oh, did this not have caramel in it? And I said no, of course, and they said, "Oh, well, that's kind of funny." They didn't say exactly. It was something along the lines of that. Mm-hmm. The point is that they were even happy to give me free extra caramel just because I asked for it, blindly. And see, it's that kind of service. Like, they make me feel appreciated as a customer, which is weird. It's weird how well they do that. But they just shame the other Starbucks, and it's not like this Starbucks is completely empty. There's always a line, at least a halfway of the wall's length on the outside of it, going out the door. Again, because it's a small space, but it's doing just as well as any Starbucks should and does. Mm-hmm. But they're so good. I love that Starbucks. I guess that's the point of this, and an entire 13 minutes of the show.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. I forget how quickly time passes when you find such interesting subjects as Starbucks. See, but I think just anyone can appreciate that. I always have a very regular order. It's a caramel macchiato because it's light on calories, but it still tastes deliciously sweet. I mean, basically, you're paying for the coffee equivalent of chocolate milk, and that is delicious because I like milk. And a spinach feta wrap because it's cheap. Believe it, it's only it's the cheapest breakfast or just sandwich you can get there. Period. Their little heat up sandwiches are $5.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but the spinach feta wrap it's not even $3. And I feel like that's got egg white and feta cheese and spinach in it and and peppers and it's in a nice it's on this wheat wrap that's very filling.
It's a good meal.
It's a good breakfast. As far as the breakfast goes, it's like more nutritious than anything I ever have in my life. Mm-hmm. So the expensive part's the drink. So it always totals to like $8, but I tell you, especially if I had a disposable income, I would probably I wouldn't mind trading in my dreams for a diner breakfast every day for the $8 Starbucks breakfast because it's just enough to get me by. It's all my nutrients and it's delicious. And especially from this specific Starbucks because they treat me so well, I feel like. Like in customer service. Like they're so pleasant. I like how I pointed out that that was 13 minutes of our podcast and then went on for another 2 minutes to talk more about Starbucks.
Stay tuned, listener. You'll be stuck here forever.
You have to face the mic, by the way.
Oh, that's right.
You're usually good about that, you know? Should I just turn the screen? What's happening is that Aileen really likes looking at the little program we record because it shows like the little sound wave audio kind of thing.
It's mesmerizing.
Now, to be fair, I have this mic in multi-directional mode, so it's still picking you up decently well, even if you're not. But you want to be facing the main mic at least a little bit. So should I just like turn the screen around for no?
So I can look at it.
So you can't look at it. That is the point. No, I need to look at it so I know that we've been blabbing on about Starbucks and uninteresting things for about 15 minutes. So, yeah. So, why did we talk about that? Oh, yeah, because I forgot to get milk. So, I have no breakfast tomorrow. So, I'll have to get up at 6.
I can make you eggs.
Oh, my gosh. Don't come over to make me eggs. Oh, my gosh. Anyways, so let's see. Finals week will be going good, and it's going good. So what else has been going on in our lives the past few weeks? Or just this week, I guess. We already told them about the past few weeks. Oh, I might... So, obviously, we're going to Disneyland next Monday, which means we will probably have to record on Sunday, even though our viewers will have no need for that show at all, because they will be they will be here. Oh, no. So yeah, early Sunday we'll have to record the show, because they will be here mid-Sunday. My parents and my family. So we'll record then, I guess, to keep the regular schedule up. Because and Monday we will be in Disneyland, and that will be fun.
We can do a podcast at Disneyland.
Oh my gosh!
With your mic and all.
I am not bringing my orb-shaped mic. I guess I could take it off the mic. No, this is dumb.
You'd have to bring your laptop too.
Oh, yeah, to record it. I guess. Yeah. No, that you this idea is dumb, and you're dumb for suggesting it. By the way, I hope you viewers out there enjoy this wonderful insight into the domestic abuse that goes on in this relationship.
Yeah, how dare you?
No, but anyways, so yeah, that's exciting that we're going to Disneyland. Now, I haven't had any feedback from Darius, but on top of this, Darius, one of my good friends, is trying to pull strings to take me with him to Disneyland on Thursday as well, because I'm done with midterms and midterm work by Wednesday. So Thursday, he's trying to convince some of his actor friends who work in Disneyland to give one of their free passes to me on that day. Which, he hasn't mentioned it, so it's probably not, but the fact that he would do that is very wonderful. Like, just to offer me a free... To pull strings to get me into Disneyland with him. Because he has a annual pass, because he is loaded.
Don't say that.
Why? He is. He's upfront about it, that my parents are rich.
Okay.
My life is easy. Like, I have a car, and I have a Disneyland free pass, and it's all from my wonderfully rich white parents, who are very much upper class. I think he said those exact words to me.
Really?
I wouldn't be surprised. That's very much how his humor sounds like. No, so that's probably not going to happen, given that it's Monday and that he hasn't talked much about it. And I'm not going to pressure him to do it anyways. Just the fact that he suggested that, by the way. He asked me if I want to go to Disneyland with him, and I told him, well, I'm going on Monday with my parents, and I don't have an annual pass, so I can't afford 2 Disneyland tickets. And, he just offered straight up, like, I don't know if I would do this, but I'm willing to do this, so I might try to do this. To get me a free pass. And I just wanted to call him out on the air for being such a wonderful person for offering that, because that's something that not even I would do. I don't think for anyone terrible. In my life. Yeah, it is terrible. I don't have that instinct, I guess, to really call in favors. I'm not good with calling in favors, I don't think. I don't have a lot of favors to call in at the moment, but I don't But I'm not good at that sort of thing. Like,
I don't think many people like calling for favors.
Yeah, I feel like, for me especially. You kind of feel
like you're inconveniencing people, or,
Right, but, I mean, you would call in a favor because they clearly inconvenience you. like it makes sense logistically, but just trying to apply it is hard because I don't know. I feel like I like doing nice things for my friends. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not like I'm lending them money. Jeez, no, I'm not saying like that. Don't worry, parents. Jake is not giving out loans. There is no Limon Loans in trust fund here.
What about high interest loans? You can make money off of your student loans.
That is illegal. You will go to federal jail, where unspeakable things may or may not happen to you. Federal jail. Does that sound fun to you?
That has a nice ring to it. Federal jail.
And that is why you want to end up in federal jail? Or prison,
it's
sorry.
catchy.
Prison. Jail is where they hold you. Prison
Yes.
is where you stay. That's how I remember it. At least I think. Yeah, because jail is that cop spin-off show, more or less. It's like Cops. Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't.
No, of course you wouldn't, because it's not on... I don't think... Or no, I think it might be on Fox. I don't know. Anyways, point is that it's this show, it's the same idea of Cops, but instead of following cops on the road, they just stay with specifically the New Vegas jail.
Huh.
And it's very interesting because it's the part after Cops that you don't see, That's where they cut the camera and they show the Cops logo with the officer delivering some one-liner and the logo with the red and blue lights, and then the commercial, it fades out into commercials. So, you get to see that after part. It's not literally the parts after the show, but, it's what happens to these people. Mm-hmm. And you see them go through the process, and you see the crazies as well as the normal people, and they get in the holding cells, and they get in some fights, and they separate them, and they basically, it's a lot of the show can be described as drunk or high people sobering up in a cell, and then them waking them up 7 hours to go to another jail or go to a proceeding or something, or bail, or getting bailed out, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Because that's more of just a holding place for that sort of thing, and that's why bail costs money and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. And now it's a police podcast. Thank you, viewers. Until next week. Bye bye. No, kidding, of course. But yeah. Now, why did I bring up this jail show? Oh yeah, because we were talking about prison and jail.
Yes.
Yeah, and you had never seen it, so this topic is dead. This podcast is dead. What a great show we run. See this, and if you were host, I was gonna make
it would be even more dead.
It'd be even more dead.
Deader than dead.
Deader than dead. Undead. I like that, how, like zombies are sort of a super dead. They're so dead they come back around. Uh-huh. Or maybe I'm just reading too much into that.
And then they die again.
And they...
Yeah, that's an interesting concept.
Yeah, or like how do you refer to undead dead? Dead. They're dead. Like, now he's dead. Like, what if there's a zombie?
What does that even mean? Zombie?
Like, you killed a zombie, and then he gets back up from the grave.
That can't happen.
What do you mean that can't happen? Zombies can't happen. Why can't zombies happen? I mean,
I guess if you're super sloppy with your killing.
Well, I guess that brings up whether or not, like, most people's argument would be, well, they're not dead yet. They're not dead until they're dead. Well, clearly that argument didn't hold with in the first place, because you have zombies, people that were pronounced dead and are walking around eating flesh now. What a wonderful show.
And creating communities, yes.
So, what else has been going on in our lives? So, we have Disneyland coming up, and that's exciting.
Yes.
And the park is going to be super busy.
Oh, yeah, it's spring break and all.
And it was super busy when we went, but it's going to be interesting because we're not getting park hoppers, so we're just spending the day in Disneyland. To get this, Mom and Dad, this is probably one of my favorite recent conversations I've had with Aileen. I told her that and made sure she knew, and I say, so yeah, it'll be interesting because we'll get to see all the minutiae of Disneyland maybe that we don't see when we're usually California Adventure. But just so you know, anything that's in California Adventure, see, she now knows what I'm talking about, and because this exchange is golden. But And so I basically go on to say that, remember, everything that's in California Adventure, we are not seeing. We're not going on Tower Terror. We're not riding Soarin' over California. That we are just in Disneyland. And of course, it's not like her takeaway was, oh, that's terrible. What's wrong with your parents? No, she's... No, this is a better response because it's idiotically naive is the best way I can describe it. Oh, hey, maybe we can go see World of Color. No, we can't. We can't see World of Color. 1, it's closed. 2, it's in California Adventure. You were just there, so you know it's closed.
Well, maybe you can just, climb up on one of the mountains and,
and watch it.
Watch it.
But it's closed. You can't even watch it.
Oh my gosh.
There's like 2 levels of, it's not ignorance. It's just stupidity, and I love it.
I just forgot.
You forgot within the 2 seconds that I told you that we're not going to California Adventure.
No,
Hey, let's go to California Adventure. It was not even 2 seconds. It was literally right after.
It wasn't in
California Adventure.
Disneyland.
It's not in Disneyland.
I forgot.
How could where do you think they put that then? The Rivers of America?
Yes, exactly.
So the boat goes over the flames. You're combining Phantasmic and a show you've never seen before. The characters, what happens if it misfires? Do does the boat catch on fire and you see Mickey Mouse and friends die a horrific fiery death?
A special show. Once in a lifetime.
A show to remember. I haven't checked in with my mother all day. It's because I've been busy studying and I had a final.
Yeah.
And I think I told her that, and I think she knows it. But I don't know why she hasn't texted me yet, because I haven't texted her. I was gonna just show her this podcast, and I would message her now. But that would interrupt the flow of the podcast. And while I did do a radio...
You should talk to her in the podcast. Just phone call.
Well, we're in the kitchen, so there's no way that would work because my service is terrible, as you know. I'm getting a miracle bar right now, but that won't go to anything. And you know what's weird is my dad always calls me when I'm in the kitchen. And he gets through, but not for long. It's wonderful. It's to the point that I see it, if he calls me, I just run upstairs at this point. But it's wonderful. But it's whatever. I don't know. It's a miracle I get service up here. Period. I guess we are kind of in the hills. Our elevation is pretty high. You have to understand.
I don't understand. I get service everywhere, except for your kitchen.
Yeah, except for my kitchen. Which I'm not sure why.
It's a Faraday cage.
It's a cage.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it just traps all signal. Or not traps. That would mean we'd have all the signal.
Just bouncing around in the house.
Yeah.
That's how it works,
That's how it works. It's the equivalent of magic, yeah. No, so let's see. What else has been going on in our lives? What else is there to report?
Saturday?
Well, what's your final? Hold on, you didn't tell me what the rest of your finals are.
I did.
No, you didn't.
That's all I have.
You just have physics.
Yeah.
Oh, you're only taking 3 classes this term.
Well, 4 including lab, but I already have
That's
lab.
That's not
That's a class.
That's not a class.
Yes, it is. You go to a classroom. Therefore, it's a class.
That's not counting discussion. That's like just counting discussion as a class. It's not a class.
Which is also a class.
Ugh,
just
I know.
not one that counts.
Let's see. Did I take a class that didn't have a discussion? I mean, writing doesn't, but that's a lot of work to make up for it.
Yeah.
They make sure you spend that required hours in the class.
I guess ICS doesn't have a discussion.
It has a lab.
That's not discussion. You don't discuss anything.
Yeah, you actually do work. Which I have that tomorrow, ICS. Wonderful, isn't it? I really do enjoy programming. There's something, you know that you enjoy something when you're excited when it doesn't work, whatever you made, because I get to fix something. Like I always go like,
That's just you.
No, but
no one else likes troubleshooting. I mean, I don't mind it, but most people.
No, but I get like most people go like, because.
Yeah.
But I go like, all right, let's do this. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, this is great. Let's see where we screwed up. I love it. Yeah, I guess that is sort of sickening. It is. And I always get like it's. That's why I like getting feedback on my papers. That's why this writing professor has been good, because as a B-level student, and especially in writing, you don't get a lot of feedback because you're close to you're good and you're close to great. So you get that kind of good enough pat on the back. Same with in my jazz and just everything else in general.
Yeah, that happens with me.
Right, but this professor demolished my first paper, and then was like, "Good work, good paper, keep it up, 87%." And this was after like the most comments I've ever received. I thought I failed by how many comments she put on the paper, and she just tore it apart, and it was like, "Good work, great paper, 87." It's astounding. That's what it is. But she's a great professor. Why are you getting in real close? What's going on? For your viewers out at home who cannot see us, she is intimidating me.
But they're viewers, so they have to see.
Stop it. This joke is dead in the water before it arrived. What's going on?
What?
You're giving me real intimidating looks. What
I'm not! Stop it!
You know, that's the beauty of the podcasting. I just this didn't stumble into my head just now, but I can frame you for anything. I can just make up what you're doing. And no, don't lick my face. That's gross.
I did not do that. How dare you?
Oh my gosh, put it down. No. Eileen, put the hostages down. We can talk it out.
But I'm weightlifting.
I was supposed to have another podcast out this week. Last Thursday, actually. Would have had done by. Me and Mark recorded the first episode of what we now call Super White Brothers. The episode starring me and Mark.
Do your parents approve of that name?
Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? It's a great name. I think it accurately describes where are you going. We are podcasting. What are you getting? It's this nasty juice stuff.
It's green.
Ugh. Ugh.
Go ahead.
Anyways, moving on. Well, so yeah, we recorded an entire podcast, and my audio went through fine. Mark's audio did not record, so I have literally half a podcast sitting on my computer that will never be released. Ever. It's a good thing because we called the show something completely different and probably going to change some of the formatting, as well as the show's just going to be better. I won't change much of it, but I'll just have a more complete formatting. But yeah, we're just going to start at episode 2 this week, and hopefully, if he's not available to record tonight, he should be. He probably should be available for recording tomorrow. Mark's the one that I always have to schedule around him because he's the busy one. See, but but that's going to be good because he'll be the one that has the most connections and probably, and we disagree over this, but I think he'll bring in more viewers to the show because he just knows a lot of different people that would probably be interested in the sort of things we talk about. Well,
you could also bring in people.
Well, the people that I see, I'm the kind that keeps a very small amount of good friends. These are friendships that I'll maintain for probably like years and years to come. But Mark has some of that to a degree, but he has less close friends than I do. Like I have a lot of good close friends that I can sit down and talk with, and they're all different. And Mark networks because he's an actor. He networks whether he chooses to or not, because he's in these shows and he has so many acquaintances that he spends a lot of time doing in close quarters to, basically. You know, if you had to act with someone and be in rehearsals with someone, you're going to get chummy. You know, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. She cannot open this bottle. It's pretty embarrassing. Hold on. Wow, that is tough. Hold on.
Embarrassing.
Whoa! You had one of these though. What's the deal?
Yeah, I don't know. This one's special.
Oh my gosh! I cannot open this bottle. And
Sorry
to
for
my
interrupting your
and
train of thought.
and to my 2 listeners, yeah, this doesn't surprise you because I've never been good with opening stuff. But no, I've been decent. Like with stuff, I've been pretty strong. Like you can't open stuff at all. But what the heck? Hold on, let me get some napkins and try and. Jeez, I'm hurting myself trying to open this thing. Get another bottle. This is not opening.
Yeah. Just accept my fate.
Yeah, look at nope. Put it back. Throw it away. Do whatever you want. You're not going to be drinking it. That's for sure.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Please continue.
Yes. So, let's see. It's 35-minute mark. Jeez. So we have about 10 more minutes before we should wrap this show up. So, what were we talking about?
Friends.
Yes. Yeah. So I think Mark will bring in more people. Not because he has more friends, I would say, but although I guess that might be accurate. I mean, keep in mind, it's not like I would ever have, like he's doing a lifestyle that I would ever have or should match up to. I mean, this guy's schedule is so packed tight. I don't know how he lives with himself.
Yeah, he takes 30 units a quarter?
Oh, close
something
to.
like that.
Yeah.
Plus a job. And he's acting, which is... Yeah.
So, the man never sleeps, basically. It's seriously insane how busy he is. Although he's going to be less busy this quarter. I think all my acting friends are going to be less busy this quarter. Like Darius is as well. Which is nice. I get to actually hang out with these people. So otherwise I'm limited to just Aileen and Travis and a couple of others. Darius I at least had a class with. So at least I had guaranteed time to sit down and hang out with him. Mm-hmm. I'll never share a class with Mark in my life though. Yeah. Unless he wants to start taking some math classes. Some upper division math classes.
He was interested in that.
Yeah, he thinks he's interested in that, but he's not. I can't. I try to stress that to him, and you were there when I was explaining this,
yeah.
And when we all went out to get a burger, and it was just he thinks he's interested. That's when I'm describing my math classes, these upper divisions. A lot of people. Oh, did you open it?
No.
No. Okay. Looks like you're making progress.
Am I?
I mean, you're physically... Oh, no, you're not. It's still in place. She hasn't given up on this bottle, folks.
No, I just got a new one.
You got a new one?
Yeah.
So, your mother got you a bunch of new juice, and that you can't open. You just had one. You opened that one. What happened?
Yeah, and I just had one this morning. Maybe it's just these ones.
Just the green ones.
Yeah.
That's good, because the green ones are especially disgusting. What juice is green?
Vegetable juice.
That is gross. Anyways, so yeah, I think Mark will bring in more listeners to that show over time. I don't know who would listen to any of our shows, but I don't care. I've realized I haven't done much creatively in the past 2 years. I haven't finished anything creatively in the past 2 years. So I'm dedicating myself to really put out things, even if nobody listens or nobody watches, because that's not the point. The point is that this is a hobby that I enjoy. And it's an easy hobby, and it's a good outlet. And specifically, this podcast is good for reaching out to my parents who I am terrible at calling. Because I am terrible at calling anyone. And Aileen can attest to this. No, I do not spend hours on the phone with Aileen. In fact, when she'll call me, and I'm terrible at on the phone. See, not professionally though. When I know how to call people professionally, and I know this from experience. Mm-hmm. I rock on the phone when I know it's with a person with a job. But when it's friends,
I have a job. I'm a person with a job.
You don't. Not anymore. It's not a job, it was an internship. No, she did not get fired, by the way. It's just her 10 weeks are up. When did you already pass her last day?
No, it's this upcoming Friday. It's my last day.
Wow, so you're still working finals week.
Yeah.
Wow. But that's over 10. I guess that's the best you could have done, I guess.
Well, I mean, I still want to work for, as much as I can for them. It's just I don't want to close myself to opportunities next quarter.
Right, and you only signed up for 10 weeks, so giving them this extra 11th is good enough.
Mm-hmm.
You started immediately week 1, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right. So yeah, I think that's good. And you're gonna. So all she's getting at this is maybe an Amazon gift card.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I said maybe. And a recommendation letter. This was an unpaid internship for a startup company that is 12 years old or something like that.
It's not really a startup. It's just a small company.
What did you wipe on my mouse pad?
I wiped something off.
Yeah, but it's a mouse pad, so you might have clicked something or dragged something.
No.
You didn't, but I'm saying the possibility is there. It's dangerous.
I know how to handle touchpads.
You don't know how to handle anything. I wouldn't trust you with a plant. I wonder why.
You want to tell that story?
Yes, I'm going to tell that story, and
gosh.
this will close out the podcast because this is directly relevant to our 1 or 2 listeners that we have. So, you remember that plant? And in case somebody else is listening to this who isn't my mom or dad. So, we bought Aileen a plant I bought Aileen a plant from Trader Joe's. It's a succulent plant. They're very infamous for not being able to kill it. Oh, she's throwing in the towel on the second juice bottle, by the way. Are you going to get a third?
I think these have different caps.
Oh my gosh, they really do. No, they're the same.
No, they're the same.
Here, let me try opening this. Hold on. Oh, yep, got it.
Oh, thank you.
So you just can't open the green ones for good reason. Now let me try this live on the air. Well, this one's not bad. It is. Well, that's because it's strawberry banana. It's just a plain smoothie.
Yeah.
But that green one is gross. I don't know what's wrong with you. Anyways, so you can't kill these plants, and she didn't kill this plant. She went one step above it. She lost it. She lost the plant. She lost a plant. How do you lose a plant?
It just runs away from you.
Just wake up one morning.
You have to keep it on the leash, you know?
You wake up one morning and the plant's gone.
Yes.
I have no words. How do you... You lost a plant. That's not something that happens. When I
evidently it is.
And even though you can't participate in the show, Mom, back me up because you planted tomatoes in the backyard. You planted plants. Have you ever lost a plant? No, I don't think so.
This was in a pot, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. So
it's a different situation.
So we should worry about our lemon tree because that's in a pot.
Yes, they can become mobile and just run away.
They just walk. They grow legs and walk away.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what happened to your plant.
Yes.
This is why I'm so glad you didn't grow up having a pet.
I did.
You did?
Several pets.
Several.
Okay.
I wonder why.
Okay. So we have had 2 ducklings. I think 3 hermit crabs.
No, I can't say that. That's racist.
16 fish.
What happened to those ducks? Wait, hold on. 16 fish. Did you buy an aquarium?
1 shark.
Wait, are you serious?
And an octopus.
Oh, okay. You're not.
No. We have had frogs.
Okay.
Like those fire belly toads.
All right. What happened to all these pets?
And then we had 4 parakeets. Veggies.
Okay.
And
I know you gave the birds away.
No, my mom. We moved, and I don't know her reasoning anymore. But she released our birds.
This is wild. These grown and bred to be domesticated
Yeah.
birds. That's like when you move away, you have this dachshund, then you birth it to puppy, and then you release it in the wild.
Oh my gosh.
Go, wiener dog, go! Be free!
That's what it was like. Oh my gosh.
Okay, what happened to all the other pets?
Okay, the frogs we released too.
Oh my...
And then
Okay,
one
that's
day,
not as bad.
it was raining, and then we found them in front of our porch.
They came back?
They came back.
Where did you release them? Like
just out, you know?
you mean you didn't drive to a river? You just threw them outside?
Yes.
What? What is wrong with you people? And then what happened to the ducks? You gave them away, right?
The ducks. Yeah, so we bought the ducks from, like, this lady who was selling a huge crate of ducks. You know, like out on the street.
I think that should have raised I think that should have raised some suspicions there, don't you think?
No, because it's a normal thing in America.
In America, you can't. Hopefully, you can hear those air quotes, viewers.
But yeah, we just returned them to her.
Oh, you just returned? Did you get a refund?
Yes.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
It would have been funnier if not. I would expect
gosh.
it with just throwing the frogs outside. Be free. You know how much worse is that they came back and they were dead, right?
No.
Oh.
You know, it was raining, and then, you know, they were in front of our porch just, you know, having a good old time.
What happened after that?
I don't know.
And that's our show. Tune in next week, folks, to hear more inane chatter about why Aileen should never be given or entrusted life.
What?
Don't hire her as a babysitter. She'll lose the baby. Either that or she'll try to set it free by dumping it in the front yard and hoping for and they know it'll go to its natural habitat. All right, well, I'll see our only viewers this Sunday. Actually, we'll both see them because they will be driving up and they'll meet us there for a little something, and that'll be fun.
Yes.
All right, till next week. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.